Hello, welcome back to our final summer school lesson for kindergarten students. This is a lesson for kindergarten students who did kindergarten last year and are getting ready for first grade. So we've got some kindergarten standards that I'm teaching. They're going to make sure you're ready for first grade when we go back in the fall. Today's standard is going to be focusing on how to read, and we're going to be reading a lot of three-letter words. My name is Mr. Binti, and I'm a first grade teacher at Kays Elementary School. If you've watched my lessons before, I'm always starting with how I'm feeling and what my emotions are. And you can do this too. How are you feeling today? You know, since it's our last lesson, I bet you're maybe feeling the same way as me. Excited. I've had a lot of fun learning this summer and teaching summer school, and I know you've been working really hard, but I'm excited that we've learned so much and that it's time for a little bit of summer break after this, okay? I'm also happy because I know how hard you've been working, and I know you've been working in your journal every single day maybe, and writing and drawing at home. And I know you're going to keep learning so that you're ready for first grade whenever we go back. How are you feeling though? It's okay if you're feeling sad or angry sometimes. It's okay if you're happy or excited or silly or kind of crazy sometimes too. There's lots of feelings that we have. If you need a good place to write about those right now while we're not at school, your journal is a great place. And let me show you my journal. I've been hoping you've been writing this every single day, and I said, I got a notebook, but if you don't have a notebook, you could use blank pages you have at home or scrap paper or a notepad. I've been writing this every day. And last time I started a really long story. It said, a rat came to my house. The rat sat with my cat. They sat on a mat. The mat began to fly. And what I did while you were gone the other day, I drew my mat above my house and put the rat and the cat on top of it. But I haven't finished it yet. That's going to be today's job. I've been writing in this journal so much, it's almost full. Let me keep going, go to the next page. How is this story going to end? Where are they going to fly to? The rat and cat fly to the moon. When we write in these journals right now, we can write anything we want. So I'm writing an imaginary story, and what's really cool is that it's multiple pages. It's kind of just like a real book. The rat and the cat fly to the moon. Then, do you know where they go next? They go to Mars. Have you ever heard of Mars? It's a planet. You know who they're going to meet on Mars? They meet an alien. I told you this was a pretty imaginary story. So now my story's got 2 pages, and I can make up even more adventures. Maybe the rat and the cat and the alien are going to go on more adventures and come back to Earth together. But so far, I'm pretty happy with this story. So I'm going to illustrate it for you because I want you to see that every time we do a story, we can illustrate it. And good first grade stories, so that you're ready, have to have an illustration and words. We're writing these long stories now. I know you're doing such a great job. And if you're not, that's why we're doing it every single day. All right, so here's the moon. I'm going to try to draw it upside down for you. And my cat. She's going to walk on the moon. Isn't that silly? She's got big whiskers. And the little rat, he's not as big. But he's got big ears and a long tail. And they're going to meet who? I've got to put him in the story. Not me, I wasn't on the moon. They're going to meet an alien. And guess what? This alien is going to have 2 heads. With pointy ears on one and curly ears on the other. He's going to have a big body. And how many legs does he have? He's going to have 10 legs. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I've just got to add a few more details. It's a happy alien, so I'm going to draw happy faces on him. What kind of imaginary story are you going to write? Can you write a story like mine? I just came up with that. You can come up with any story you want. Maybe if you get to a tricky word, your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or sister or brother could help you. But maybe you try it on your own. If you don't know how to spell a word, you just sound it out. And if you're writing with 3-letter words, oh, you know how to read those because we've been working on that the last couple of days. And that's our final project today too. I'm going to go back in my journal and show you. I did this last time too. I took some 3-letter words and I added some sentences. So I took pig, and that was in your packet if you're with me for summer school packets. It says the pig says oink. Then I wrote the word dig. And I said, I can dig a big hole. So my journal's got stories. I wrote my alphabet in it. I'm writing 3-letter words. That's why it's so full. I'm really doing a lot of writing and illustrating in it. I can't wait to see what your journal looks like. I'm going to put up all my supplies, and then we're going to get to our lesson. Today's lesson says, I can read 3-letter words. And it says, I can blend sounds to make CVC words. And if you've watched my other lessons, we know that's a consonant, vowel, and a consonant. By now, you know all 5 vowels. Can you say them with me? A, E, I, O, U. You say them. Did you say A, E, I, O, and U? I hope so. I bet you've got these all memorized by now. So if you're ready for first grade, when you see a list of words like this, you're going to be able to read them. I've got my pointer ready to help us. I'm going to read them, and this lesson is going to be really helpful if you just read them back to me. It's going to be great if you learn with me and say the words as I'm reading them. Try to read them on your own. And if they're too hard, just try to learn from me. And if these words are too easy, try to see if you can read them as quickly as me, because I'm the teacher. Ready? Let's go. Bag, can, cat, dad. You try. Now if you're thinking, these words are kind of tricky, let me show you how to make it simple. We're just going to break it down into beginning, middle, and ending sounds. Ba-a-g, bag. Ca-an, can. Ca-a-t, cat. Da-a-da, dad. Let's try this row. I'll do it that way again. I'm going to say it a little bit slower and you try it. Fa-an, fan. Ga-a-p, gap. Ga-a-s, gas. Ha-at, hat. O-a-p, lap. Now I can read them a little bit quicker. Fan, gap, gas, hat, lap. If you're thinking, oh, I've got these, read them faster. Fan, gap, gas, hat, lap. Let's try the next row. Add, mad. An, man. Na-ap, nap. Pa-at, pat. Er-at, rat. Now I can read them quicker. Mad, man, nap, pat, rat. Are you even quicker than that? Mad, man, nap, pat, rat. Quicker. Mad, man, nap, pat, rat. Let's do the short row at the end. At, sat, ap, tap, an, van, zap, zap. Now read them quicker. Sat, tap, van, zap. Let's do it quicker. Sat, tap, van, zap. Now that you've read all these words, I want to play a game. I'll give you some clues and I want you to read me the word that is the answer to the clue. So I'm thinking of something that goes in your car to make sure it runs. Gas. Did you guess it? Next one. Here's a clue. This is an animal that is very small. Did you find it? Rat. Next one. This is something that can cool you off if you're hot. Which word are you going to pick? Fan. Last one. Here's an emotion you might feel when you are angry. Mad. Let's read all of these words. They all have short A. They're all consonant, vowel, consonant words. And this is the pace that I think you should be able to read if you're ready for first grade. So if you're faster, that's okay. If these words are a little bit tricky for you and you need to read slower, that's okay too. But this is my first grade pace. Ready? Bag, can, cat, dad, fan, gap, gas, hat, lap, mad, man, nap, pat, rat, sat, tap, van, zap. Great job. Let's try a new list of words. These words have a different vowel in the middle. What vowel's in the middle? E. They're still going to be easy to read for you because there's just 3 sounds. So we break them down by beginning, middle, and ending sound. B-ed. You say it. B-egg. B-et. D-en. Bed, beg, bet, din. Let's try row 2. Fed, g-et, h-en, j-et, l-egg. Read them all with me. Fed, get, hen, jet, leg. Great job. Halfway done. L-et, m-et, n-et, p-egg. Read them to me. Let, met, net, peg. Last row is a long one. P-et, r-ed, v-et, w-eb, y-et. Read them all as words. Pet, red, vet, web, yet. Now that you've read all these words, let's play that same game. I'll give you a clue about one of these words and you have to tell me which one it is, okay? The first one is where you sleep at night. And that was easy. Bed. Here's the next one. This is how you could catch a fish or a butterfly. Did you find it? Net. This is something a spider makes. Read this word. Web. This is where a bear or a fox might live. Den. Last one. This is another word for airplane. Can you find it and read it? Jet. Now let's start back at the beginning and read them at a first grade pace. Remember, if you read faster than me, that's okay. If you read slower than me, that's okay. But the important thing is to be ready for first grade, we've got to be able to read all these 3-letter words. Bed, beg, bet, din. Fed, get, hen, jet. Leg, let, met, net. Peg, pet, red, vet, web, yet. Great job. I've got a new set of vowels. This is short I, and you know it goes I. Let's go quickly. You're doing such a great job. B-ib, b-ig, b-it, d-id, d-ig. Sound them out, make words. Bib, big, bit, did, dig. Let's try this next row. D-ip, f-ib, f-it, f-ix. Let's read them. Dip, fib, fit, fix. Ha-id, ha-im, ha-iz, ja-ig, mix. You read them. Hid, him, his, jig, mix. Last row. ig, p, it, r, id, t, ip. Pig, pit, rid, tip. Which one of these words is something you would do with a shovel? Dig. Which one of these is a type of dance you could do? Jig. Which one of these is another word for telling a lie? Fib. Which one of these is a word a baby might wear when they're eating? Bib. That'll be our secret word today. Let's make bib our secret word for lesson 8. So if you have a summer school teacher you need to share the word with, the final secret word for us is bib. Let's read all these words. We'll start with our secret word. Bib, big, bit, did, dig, dip, fib, fit, fix, hid, him, his, jig, mix, pig, pit, red, tip. You're doing so good. There's only 2 more pages left. This is so important. We can't skip any of these vowels. We're going to go to a page with all short O words. Are you feeling pretty confident? Are you getting better at this? Let's try it. Box, dog, dot, fog. Read them again. Box, dog, dot, fog. Fox, got, hog, hot. You're doing a great job. Hop, job, jog, log, lot, mom, not, rob, sob, top. Let's pick some words out. Can you find a word that means to run slowly? Read this word. Jog. Can you find a word that's how a rabbit or a frog moves? Hop. Read a word that means to cry. Sob. Find a word that describes the weather in the summer. Hot. Find a word that means the opposite of bottom. Top. Let's read all of these now. We're going to read them at my pace. If you are faster than me, that's okay. Try to stay with me. If you're slower with me, that's okay. We're going to keep practicing, okay? Box, dog, dot, fog. Fox, got, hog, hot. Hop, job, jog, log. Lot, mom, not, rob, sob, top. If you have my summer school packet, you have all these words on it. So if you are moving fast, you can take these words and read them as quickly as you can. Start writing sentences with them in your journal. If these words are tricky for you to read it and you have the packet at home, you could read them slower until every day you get a little bit faster. On the first day of first grade, if you've practiced 20 times this summer, you'll know all of them. Let's do my last page. Short U words. I see b-ug, b-un, b-us, b-ut, k-ub. Bug, bun, bus, butt, cub. Let's keep going. K-ut, d-ug, f-un, g-um, h-um. Cut, dug, fun, gum, hum. H-ut, j-ug, mug, mud. You read them. Hut, jug, mug, mud. Only 4 words left. Put, rub, run, tug. Read them with me. Put, rub, run, tug. Which one of these is a means of transportation that takes you to school? Read this word, bus. Which word is another word for a baby bear? Cub. Pick a word that is something you can chew. I'm thinking gum. You could chew a bun too, couldn't you? Read a word that is where you might put coffee or hot chocolate or hot tea. Mug. Can you find a word that means to pull really hard? Tug. Great job. Let's read all these words. Bug, bun, bus, butt, cub, cut, dug, fun, gum, hum, hut, jug, mug, mud, put, rub, run, tug. Great job. Let me show you a couple of my first grade books that I have. And these are the kind of books that have all these words in them. And I'm not going to be able to read them all to you, but you've seen these at school before. And look, they have a lot of 3-letter words in them. This one's called Big Ben. Look at this one. It's called Sam. Sam likes school. Look at this one. It's called Can You. This one's got 2 CVC words in it. Can you read it? This one's easy to read too. It's called My Pet. And these books are all at level C, which on my reading level that we use at most schools is exactly where you need to be reading to be ready for first grade. So you're a kindergartner getting ready for first grade. You're going to see so many CVC words in your books. That's why I picked these out. When you get to school and find some level C books, if you've practiced my words all summer, if you read them with me, or if you have the packet and you read them more and more, you're going to be so ready for these level C books. If you are staying with me for summer school, make sure you finish your journal. Make sure you finish all the pages in your packet. I showed you how to do most of them. The last page, you just practice reading as much as you can. If you don't have the packet, make your own journal. Write in it every day. You can write fun stories. You can write about what you do or how you're feeling. You can write your alphabet or 3-letter words. You can write as many sentences as you want. I can't wait to see what your journal looks like when you come back to school. You should also make sure you read some every night or every day. Get your reading in and write in your journal, and you're going to be ready for first grade when we come back in the fall. Thank you for coming with me for all these lessons. Have a great summer. Bye.